Okay, so let's actually get into this. So yeah, with the whole freak thing, it's confirmed by Evan. Now it starts off where there's a particular narrative that Evan was going after Freak to try to cancel him, and this seems to be the information that was supposedly suggest that. So this is between an individual, which I'm not going to say who the person is, and Evan, right? So the person says, I love you, man. He says, love you too, bro. Been a fan for a while. I was just pranking the man because he was messing with my friends back in the day. LMAO, all harmless. This is, I'm assuming the person unsent the message. I'm not entirely sure. Then he did a little smile. Wait, LMAO, how did you hear? It didn't seem that big of a deal. Okay, so it doesn't really set up that Evan was trying to cancel Freak. What seems more likely is that Evan was trying to troll Freak, still inappropriately. And here's the messages again. So it seems rather clear that the intent was to fuck with Freak. Now, from what Evan had told me on live stream, is that if you guys remember the guy Toby, who had contributed to Denelli's removal, cancellation from the application, the kid that used to make those things that like, yo, don't do this or whatever. You guys know who I'm talking about. Okay, so it seemed to be, for some reason, that was the inspiration. It seems bizarre, though, that happened like 6 months ago. Yeah, Taborowitz, thank you. This happened like 6 months ago. It is rather questionable as to why now. He said he just learned about it. That's what he told me. Still seems rather suspicious. So yeah. When it comes to the JS thing, this one is bizarre. So Freak had received some messages in his Discord from somebody about how it was JS, that the link was JS, that this was revenge for JS. And here's the thing. I personally cannot support that narrative, because if you look at these images, they seem fake. So basically what had happened is, the kid Evan is following N Mills, and it was supposed that he was following only JS, but there's a few discrepancies here as to even this link to only JS. And since this link seems false, it doesn't make sense that would be the narrative. Does that seem like that makes sense? Right? So look here. For instance, this is the N Mills following. Right here. You'll notice a few differences between here and here. I would make the assumption, first and foremost, we're going to start from the top, that these are from the same person. The battery percentage is about the same. People talking about the Wi-Fi thing, that fluctuates. I don't care. The timing is about 7 minutes off. It is a little bit bizarre that they looked at N Mills 7 minutes, or only JS 7 minutes later. But we're going to go from the top as to what seems suspicious. If you can actually see this, it's hard to tell, especially if you look at it on a phone. But if you look at it on the computer and you scroll back and forth, there's a bit of a discrepancy between the spacing of the A, right? So if you really look, and it's hard to zoom in because it's so blurry, but if you look at it, when you switch back and forth, there's like 1 pixel from the top of the screen down through the A that seems to be missing, which is weird. I don't know why it would be like that. Secondly, when you look at this here, when they look to get N Mills here, they only type NMI. For whatever reason, though, they decided to type out the full only JS, which does seem suspicious. Now that, in and of itself, wouldn't necessarily be enough, but when you look here at the spacing, right here, for whatever reason, the taskbar here is this size, and there's spacing right here, right? So you could put some spacing in between these two, right there. Look at the spacing, right? There's like a pretty reasonable amount of space between the edge of the circle and here. When you look at the only JS one, though, there's literally no space. In fact, part of it's cut off. It doesn't make sense. It seems like somebody had decided to send Freak incorrect information. This, to me, is way too much information. Yeah, it seems rather cropped. It's just, to me, it seems too much. No, it's it's way too much of a difference. It's too much of a difference for me to say that this is true. Way too much. It makes absolutely no sense that everything up here would remain the same size, but for whatever reason, down here is zoomed in. They said that they checked, but I can't substantiate that. From what I'm looking at here, this looks like a weird fake. I don't know why it would be fake. It's just too suspicious. And that's what I have to go off of. So I don't think that JS has any tie to this, right? I don't think that JS has any tie to the situation between all the disparities that I talked about, between the sizing here being different, because it seems more than anything else like somebody cut this out and then put it onto a different screenshot. It's weird. So to me, not enough information. I don't think JS has any link to this situation in any capacity. Yeah, so let's get through it. However, the rest of the situation is rather true. So let's go through the messages that were sent. So basically, Evan slid into Freek's DM saying, "Can I pay you $1,000 for an Insta story?" And then from my confirmation between both of them, Evan decided to video chat him and make a bunch of stupid baby sounds, trolling him like a child. Freek responds, "DMs are for serious inquiries, bro." And that he doesn't respect people who joke around about business. That's a fair response. As we move forward, he goes, "I'm sorry," with a question mark. He says, "Goo goo gaga, wah, change my diaper." This is Evan. Again, more fucking trolling around, being a little kid. Then he says, "Fuck," and N-word. "Slide out my DMs, pussy, fuck ass boy." Like I said, I don't like people playing on my fucking DMs. Fuck that shit. So Evan continues to send him baby emojis and baby bottles. Then Freek talks about how he's going to make his mom swallow his cum. Let's see. Then he says this you, calls him a baby. He looks like he uses like a darker baby emoji. Maybe it's a little racist. I don't know. Anyway, while she added, "I want her to spit my kids into your family's water." Haha, you got me so good, with like a blank face. Then Freek says, "Who's joking? Y'all creators have these big platforms and think someone's supposed to pander them and praise you," which I think is fair. It seems rather bizarre to me. It seems like weird to me that like large creators would fuck with people like this and feel like that there's no repercussions. I don't understand it. You have a following of like 3 million, you're harassing a smaller creator than you, and Freek's not really a small creator, but it's just like weird. Why did you do this? And for context, like they don't know each other, so it's not like you're fucking around with a friend. Like you're trolling like a grown man randomly for no reason. Okay, it is very random, right? And for those of you, like, the reason that he says that Evan says that he did this was like some weird revenge for Toby. I don't know. That's I had brought it up before. Anyway, he sends a microphone with looks like a penis. Go ahead, voice your opinion. Freek said something. I think what he had told me was it might have been, I don't remember what he sent to him. But he says, "Can you can take a N-word who look like this serious?" I guess he sent him a picture of himself. I don't know. Of like Evan, and said, "Oh, I can't take somebody like you serious. And you're a grown-ass man, bro. I'll beat the blood out of your fucking teeth. Getting tired of your pussy-ass creators playing in my DMs," which is fair. So anyway, Evan sent him like a blank face, whatever this face is. Then he said then Evan says noticed by Freek X1, because I guess Freek mentioned him in a story. So like, I guess it's funny to Evan that he noticed him. Then he said, "I'll make sure to give you hugs in person, too," with a heart. That's what Freek says. There's an unavailable post from Evan. Freek says, "You straight, why are you calling me?" So it seems like he started to try to call him. Freek ignored it. Then Evan's like, "Let's play some Fortnite." He said, "What, bro? Are you good?" Evan responds, "Yeah, I'm pretty good at Fortnite. Are you?" Clearly trolling. Freek says, "Yeah." He says, "What's your epic username?" Then he says, "You play on PlayStation, Xbox, or PC?" And at this point, Freek had said that, you know, he was curious as to what they were going to do, because he was actually curious about what the fuck was going on. Evan says it's cross-platform, man. Let's see. Freek says PlayStation name is different from my Epic Games name, which is why I asked. And he gives him his name. Just don't spam him. Anyway, added, that says that Evan says it's added. That's not it. Then Freek says FreekDaGemini PlayStation probably need codes behind it. Did it pop up? Evan says no. Freek says, "Oh well, what's yours?" Then he gives him his. He said added. He says, "Thanks for the lobby." Okay, so then this is after all this happened. So Freek says, "Thanks for the lobby, bro. I'll upload the video tomorrow so everyone can enjoy the nice talks you guys made about rape culture, false allegations, and saying fuck the Bible." Now, Freek has given us three tidbits. Hopefully he gives us the full 15 minutes at some point soon, but we don't know. Freak has only recorded part of it. For context, I never actually played. They just sat in the lobby and harassed Freak. We don't have too much other than these few things, so let's play them.
Sticky honeycomb.
Now, apparently these are not Evan. He says that these were his friends and that he was trying to tell his friends not to be mean to him in an alternative chat. It just seems like bullshit to me. You slid in and started fucking with Freak, so I kind of doubt that.
Sticky honeycomb. Freak, I slapped the shit out of you.
That's, I guess Freak said that he wasn't responding, so he said he'll slap the shit out of him.
Freak, you ever pull up a girl's skirt?
Talking about pulling up a girl. That sounds like Evan, to be honest with you, but whatever. And then this last tidbit we have.
Hey, Freak, first thing you do is God, what do? Go.
I said, fuck the Bible.
Right, so all independently, those things don't seem too bad. There's, again, it's just childish trolling, but it's like bizarre. What's really weird is why are they coming after Freak? It's just bizarre. Apparently, I was mentioned in the conversation when it came to the Denelli situation, but for some reason, people are incredibly comfortable fucking with Freak, but nobody comes after me, despite the fact that Freak and I have very similar content. It's bizarre. It's bizarre that you're so comfortable coming after him, but not me. I don't really get it. Seems kind of childish. Yeah. Anyway, so Evan said, LMAO, what? Then Freak said something called video clips on PlayStation. Whole conversation was recorded. It was a nice one, too. Even got the part when y'all said, fuck Denelli and how he's a homophobe. Then Evan says, I'm lost. Freak says, it's fine. The video will jog your memory tomorrow. Well, it's 1 a.m., so later. Then Evan says, all right, man. You can tell the tonage started to shift a little bit as Evan got afraid. Then Freak said, yeah, you got a big platform, but joking with dudes about lifting girls' skirts and claiming that I'm Gemini and that I like 15-year-old girls. No, and in the chat, nobody, like, Evan knows better. He knows that FreekDaGemini isn't Gemini official. Or the part where you said me and Ed Mills was dating. Nah, know that. I'm going to send it to your community manager. Evan says community manager with a question mark, and then he gives them the community manager's email because, you know, we have the community manager email. Freak says, well, let me stop talking. Let's see how your female fans feel about your disgusting shit y'all was joking about in the PlayStation chat. And then this is the point where Evan gets really nervous, which makes us assume that what Evan was saying in the chat was pretty bad, right? If he's that concerned with losing his shit. Anyway, Evan says, yeah, I'm with you on some of the things other guys may have possibly said. I do not support what they were saying, but it wasn't me. And he says, dude, in the video, you were literally egging them on. You created the lobby, put me in it. And if you felt as if they was saying something wrong, you would have told them what's wrong, and that's disgusting. Instead, you continue to allow it to happen and then let them push narratives, right? So he says, I did LMAO. We were on FaceTime at the same time. None of those dudes were being serious. They were trying to get your reaction out of you. Freak says, I'm supposed to believe what they have to say when the proof is literally in the video. So you guys find making sexual assault jokes funny? He says no. Continuing on, Freak says, you thought making jokes about me sleeping with kids was funny, which is not funny. That was Gemini official. That you said fuck the Bible. That you talking about dating in Mills. How are you going to group me in with these people when I didn't say that? Obviously, he was with them. He was encouraging them. And he says, all that was funny jokes to get a reaction out of me. Oh, now those people, now they're just those people and they're not your friends anymore. He's saying, you know, looking through it, he's basically saying like, oh, they were your friends. Now they're just those people. You're distancing yourself from them. And he says, I'm going to, you know, head to bed. We'll have a video tomorrow. Then the guy says, Evan says, I truly understand where you're coming from, man, but I can assure you these are good people that were just messing with you. I told you I'm tired of big TikTokers feeling as if they can harass us little TikTokers, and so you unsent the messages. It's fine, though. I was just saying you were kind of threatening me, being hostile. Oh, shit. All of a sudden, they're talking about, like, because Freak said he's going to punch him in the face, which I don't blame him for saying, because he was, like, you know, he's fucking with him. Listen, you know, Freak isn't comfortable with you saying, basically, Freak's not comfortable with that gay shit. So he's going to hit him, all right? Right. You know, you got to know your boundaries. Don't be fucking with a guy about gay shit if they don't like it. All right. I know plenty of people like that. You know, you got to, you know. Anyway, So the screenshots show you came into my messages, told me and everyone on TikTok, no, I don't take kindly to harassment from other creators. I didn't threaten you, though. So threatening you gave you a motive to say those things that you were saying. Interesting. So you resort to rape culture and the means of payback. And he says, I didn't say anything about that. Those were other guys in the Fortnite lobby. But did you just admit to threatening me? So I think that at this point, Evan's trying to scare Freak. And then Freak said, yeah, go ahead, show all the messages. I don't care. I have nothing to hide. Again, you started to push the narrative you want to push. Do you have enough? I have enough evidence to show you what you're doing was wrong. And then Evan goes, I get it, man. I understand. I'm sorry for the actions of my friends, which is still distancing himself and acknowledging that he's wrong. And he's getting afraid that he's going to get canceled for harassing Freak in the DMs. Not because it's clear is some type of shit where you white creators are conspiracy against me and you think I should just let it slide. You guys literally plotted so I would say the wrong thing in the PlayStation, like you said, so I can get canceled, and that's sick as fuck. And that might be true, actually. Now we don't have 100% substantiation on that claim, but it's possible they were trying to set Freak up for some kind of cancellation. I don't really know. From what I see so far, it really just seems like for whatever the reason, the big TikToker decided that they wanted to slide into Freak's DMs and fuck with him. Nah, because none of us were trying to cancel you. LMAO, what? No one was recording. That's cap. Freak says, dude, literally in the video I got at the end. Sent me, he was recording, and earlier he asked me for a screenshot. You creators can fuck with me. He was talking about the Fortnite screenshot, though Evan doesn't touch on the recording aspect, which is, the claim. He just ignores it. You're trying to keep back. Like y'all keep coming at me to trying to paint me out to be a bad guy. I'm not going to let that slide anymore. He says, okay, beat the racism, bet the racism really shown. Evan says, bro, what? How am I racist? LMAO, what? Man, just stop. Because I'm finding out information I didn't know before. And then he said, like, what? And that's where we kind of ended. So, with all the information, what I'm going to say is that, yeah, for whatever, I don't know why Evan felt comfortable harassing Freak. It's childish and it's rather pathetic. I don't think that this has a tie to JS. I don't think that anybody's fucking around with the JS situation. I think that was a narrative pushed by somebody in the Discord. Those screenshots seem rather fake. I've also had conversations with everybody, including JS, as to the situation. JS says she doesn't even know who the fuck this guy is. We would be really engaging in a deep conspiracy narrative just to link JS to this entire situation. But yeah, so, talk to Evan. Clearly he has to chill the fuck out, stop trolling people, and chill out. I like Freak too. Who started the beef? Evan did, 100%. Yeah, Evan started the beef. The beef. Yeah, no. I disagree with one of the narratives that were being pushed. Everything else, I'm on Freak's side. So, whole thing is rather childish. I don't think it's career ending for anybody, but it is rather childish. So yeah. Yeah. Just dumb bullshit. Why was Evan saying it wasn't real? What's that? I think Evan was saying, so the thing that Evan was saying wasn't real first and one of the comments, I don't really know. He might have been referring to that it wasn't him in the Fortnite messages or whatever, saying that wasn't me, it was somebody else, yada yada yada. So yeah, this is the whole thing. That's the whole FreekDaGemini situation with Evan. I would encourage Evan to be more mature moving forward. Does Evan deserve to be canceled? No. I don't think Evan deserves to be canceled, but I think that he needs to stop with this immature bullshit. Here's the biggest problem, because the situation itself isn't a big deal, right? Generally. What's really suspicious to me is why he felt so comfortable harassing Freak. It's not that the situation is like whatever, but why did he feel comfortable harassing Freak? That's weird to me. Right? Why? What the hell made you feel like so empowered to be able to be like slide into his DMs and fuck with him? Okay, so really quick. So this is Evan just denying that it's true. It all seems to stem though specifically from this is it. The evidence isn't me talking. That's what he's saying isn't true. That it's not him talking in the Fortnite lobby. What's up, John Moss?
Okay, bro. So I was pretty much in the situation when it started because Evan had reached out to Freak, and then Freak had messaged me, and he was like, "Why is this dude talking to me?" And I was like, "Evan, what's going on here? Like, wait, why is he doing it?" And I told Freak, I was like, "Bro, he's just trolling you. Like, he's just trolling." So then I let him know that, and he was like, "Bro, I'm about to." Never mind. But so you freak was how he normally is, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, "No, stop being stupid. Leave him the fuck. Like, just leave him alone." You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, obviously he's just trolling.
Were you saying that? Were you saying
to
like leave
Evan.
Evan?
Okay,
tell
to
Evan to leave Freak alone, or tell Freak to leave Evan alone.
So Evan was messing with Freak,
Mhm.
and I said, "Freak, he is a troll. Just let him, like, he's just doing stuff, right?"
Right.
But what ended up escalating the situation, and what I was trying to tell Freak, I was like, I don't know what's going on. Like, obviously, you can see that this situation is twisted more than it's a troll trolling a activist. You fucked up in that whole situation.
Yeah,
Like,
it's a troll. Well, Freak has boundaries. He doesn't like being fucked with, which I don't even blame him for. And this kid felt comfortable trolling Freak for whatever reason, and then Freak, he's gonna do what he's gonna do. You know what I mean?
yeah, man.
I don't think it's this huge serious thing. It is bizarre that Evan feels so comfortable trolling another content creator. It's like weird. I don't really know.
I asked him about it. He said because Freak messed with his friend back in the day, so he was just doing it like I was pranking him to get back at him for something he did. But like, he got to understand, we're adults.
Yeah,
like,
right. And like the friend apparently was Toby. He told me the friend was Toby. That's what Evans had said. He mentioned Toby, and I put two and two together. But over the Nelly situation. But that's bizarre to me. Like, why now? 6 months later.
Yeah, that's something else too. That's what I was asking him. So I was like when Freak Hat came to me, I was like, bro, there's a secondhand motive here. Because I was like, there's no reason for him to just be messing with you. Like, this is, so I'm in both spectrums, but they're so separated that I never thought this shit would happen. So I'm sitting here friends with both people, like.
Yeah, right. And how the fuck did this happen? It's possible. It's possible they were trying to get Freak to say something stupid.
Yes.
It is definitely possible.
I feel as if Freak was on his own mindset, he would have been trolled into saying some stuff like he did last time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, saying something that is like it's actually correct, but not politically. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no,
like somebody's coming after him, so he's gonna hurt them because it's like, yo, if you come to find me, of course I'm gonna hurt you.
Yeah, right. Which Freak said a little bit, and then I mean, like, I guess they might have. I mean, like, listen. Clearly, they have like a toxic Fortnite lobby. I know toxic lobbies, and I know the things they talk about. So they could have been saying some. They could have been saying some very exact, like, intense shit, and then trying to get Freak to say something. Because let's be honest here. If Freak said something homophobic, they would have been like a whole fucking thing.
They would have been on his neck.
Even if they were encouraging it, even if they were saying giving similar energy, they would have been all over him. And they wouldn't have really had any social repercussions.
Facts. Because they would have just been like, yo, this is his part. Where's the other part? You know what I'm saying? And this has been like, yeah. But that's pretty much it, man. I just wanted to because I know I said I was gonna do that yesterday. My fault, dude. I've been busy as hell.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's okay. No, I know. I know it's like some weird. Yesterday there was so much information. I was like, what the fuck's going on? Because I talked to Evan, I talked to Freak, and I'm like, what the hell is going on here?
So it boils down to Evan trying to just troll Freak on a jokey level, his friends taking it too far, Evan being dragged into the other shit. Because like the skirt thing and the Bible thing, that would kill Evan. Like, because his career is off of goofy humor. So like, why are you alienating your whole, like, you know what I'm saying, Christian?
I understand what I understand what you're saying. Okay, when you look at it like that, I know that does certainly paint it in a very positive light for Evan, which I'm not saying is wrong. But like, yeah, that makes sense. Like, Evan is like a kind of like a goody two shoes type content creator.
Yes. Yeah,
so for him to say those to Freak, yeah, that would be that makes sense that he wouldn't actually want that to be said because he doesn't want to destroy his image. Though the trolling was still weird, like sending the dick mic and all that. But like, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah,
like, that could ruin his thing. Because I mean, I have similar situations. Like, I've cut ties with friends, especially once I became a big content creator, because they would just say some dumb shit, and I didn't want to be associated with it.
Exactly.
You can't really joke like that when it's not like a bad thing. You can't really joke like that. You gotta be more careful.
You obviously know that's just who they are as a person. They don't mean any ill will. But that's pretty much it, man. I ain't trying to hold up your time. I'm about to dip. I gotta do some other stuff. But
I know you're a busy
I just wanted to drop the 2-piece. I just had an Old Spice commercial. You know what I'm saying? Terry Crews level over here.
Oh, do you have like a commercial? What? You're doing a commercial?
Yeah. Not on TV. It's on Instagram.
But that's still very cool for Old Spice.
Yeah, for real. Yeah.
That's very cool, man.
But
Congratulations.
I big dog. You know what I'm
All
saying? If you have to wear body wash, wear Old Spice.
Maybe I will. I'm gonna watch your commercial, and then maybe I'll buy the body wash just because of you.
Peace out, bro.
All right, take care. Take care.